Welcome to the 48th edition of the Condroz Rally, the penultimate round of the 2022 Kroon Belgian Rally Championship, one of the more popular events in Belgium. There was one man who could become champion here just by starting. Stéphane Lefebvre, who has won every round in which he participated in this year. The deserved new Belgian rally champion. He's French, of course, and after this start, he officially is the champion.
Oui, ça c'est fait. C'est sûr que c'est la
Yeah, that's done. But it's a very nice result for this year, but now we will concentrate on this rally. Stéphane Lefebvre, the 2022 champion of the Kroon Belgian Rally Championship. This was the previous champion, Adrien Fernimont, who has lost the Condroz Rally to Lefebvre for the last 3 years. And he badly wants to score a win here now.
Gauchis sur 70, droite 40 plus corde, droite 40 plus corde, 80, sommet droite 60 moins ça rigole, bout glisse, droite 60 moins ça rigole, bout glisse.
C'est très serré, évidemment.
It's very close, of course, that we knew. And then our friend Cedric Chara is very close as well, but let's see what happens. Another Skoda start in the hands of Gino Bux. First time he drives his rally with a powerful machine like this one.
On a eu quelques soucis avec la voiture.
We had some issues with the car in the beginning, so we lost some time here, but well, it's a very long rally, so I think we do the most we can do. Nikolai Gryazin, another WRC rally driver, makes his debut here in the Condroz.
Not easy for sure, difficult compared with the fast drivers, and also it's not easy to manage the grip level when you see the road, because in some places it feels quite good, in some places it looks also good, but it's more slippier.
Maxime Petit is on a steep learning curve this year, and he continues that learning curve here in the Condroz Rally. He's in 7th after the opening 3 stages.
Le parcours est très beau, mais les conditions sont très compliquées.
It's a very nice stages, but it's very difficult as well. So it's really we change a little bit, and we don't manage to get into the gut rhythm. So we will try to improve now in the second half here of the first loop. Another rookie in the R5 class, Charles Munster, changes his R4. Opel for an R2 Skoda, and he's in 10th after the opening 3 stages. A good start for him. And here's John Wattick with the Ford Fiesta.
Le matin un peu compliqué parce qu'on était parti avec les.
It was a bit difficult morning because we started with slick tires, and it wasn't a good choice. And then we got a bit didn't get the confidence, and it was very hard to get tires to temperature when you're driving that bad. So it became worse. So we tried to improve now. Here's Jos Verstappen, former F1 driver, as you all know. He's competing in the BRC Master category.
Early, little cut, 150, flat 6 left, flat 6 left.
Verstappen with a new co-driver, Renaud Jamoul, and here's Cedric Chara. High ambitions in the GT class, but he proves to be very quick overall as well.
Attention, bout glisse, pour droite 10, grosse bout, ferme.
Honestly, I thought it would be slippery, but it's very dirty because I'm starting a bit far in comparison with the others. It's very treacherous, but I think we are driving well now. Good start then for Chara. Lots of spectators as usual in the Condroz Rally. Here's a Peter Jan Meijert. He's leading the historic category. After the opening loop of 5 stages, he has 1 minute 42 in hand. This is the new Clear Trophy Belgium champion, Benoit Verlinde. But for the moment, he's in second because Pierre-Manuel Brasseur, a local driver, is heading him by a full 7 seconds. In the junior categories between Gilles Pic and Tom Ransonnet, both are title candidates as well, and for the moment it's Tom Ransonnet leading with 23 seconds in hand over Gilles Pic.
Qui est à l'attaque
Who's pushing most here? I think we're both pushing very hard because all scratches in the junior category count for the championship. We get bonus points, so we have to attack both of us. But for the moment, it's Tom in the advantage. But we're trying to find something to get closer. Are you on the limit as well? Yes, of course. Telling that I wouldn't be would be lying. So here, as Jill said, we have to fight hard to get to the scratch times. In the EGT category, it's not such a good start for Romain Delay, one of the outsiders for the win in that category. Loses a lot of time early on. Gunther Mollens had a bad tyre choice in the opening loop and is in second. But it's Cedric Chorin, I should say, who's leading the category by a good advantage, over 1.5 minutes.
Maintenant, on a, je pense, presque 2 minutes d'avance sur
I think we have almost 2 minutes in hand over the next GT car. Overall, I think we have a good position as well. I would be good here and go back to the first 3 stages who suited us well and see what we'll give in the second loop. Is Thibaut Mazin in one of his first rallies with the R5. Charles Munster in 11th, just outside the top 10.
50 mètres, frac qui pied droit 30 plus large. 250 mètres.
Eerste maal met een R5, hoe is het gegaan?
It's your first rally in an R5, how do you go? Well, it's going pretty well, but I have to adapt myself to the feeling of the speed, because with the R4 we were a bit slower, of course. But okay, we will get used to it. It'll take time. Verstappen with Renaud Jamoul then next to him. Renaud Jamoul, who knows these roads very well.
5 left plus long, don't too much, huh? 5 left plus long, and 5 right long. 5 right long, not flat, 5 right long.
Verstappen in 8th, first of the master category, just behind Maxime Bouty overall in 7th.
C'est très compliqué, nous, à notre niveau.
It's very difficult on our level. So he can't really find a good rhythm, difficult conditions as well. And sometimes we have to adapt ourselves in the middle of a corner to the grip level, so it's very difficult. Xavier Bush makes a habit of being at the start of the Condroz Rally. This time he's driving a Citroën C3.
Mon idée, c'est d'être dans le top 5.
My idea was to be in the top 5, well, top 10 overall. If in top 6 we are now, but I think things will happen in the front, so we might gain a position. Tino Bux is in 5th for the moment. He has 24 seconds behind the leader now. Some difficulties to match the speed of the top 4.
Marchin, voilà, était un
In
petit peu plus sèche
Marchin,
que prévu.
it was a bit drier than we expected. We had 4 rain tyres, so that wasn't a good tyre choice.
Voilà, on est passé à travers.
But we got through it, and now we're trying to adapt to get a bit closer to the leaders. Like Riazin, adapting himself to the difficult and slippery conditions as well. He's in the 3rd after 5 stages, despite this small mistake.
We went in one corner, like out of the road, so we need to reverse. And another way, also some small mistakes. It's no easy. I mean, if you want to be comparable and competitive from the first pass, it's not easy, because if you don't know the road, where it's slippery, where it's not.
Stefan Lefebvre trying to edge closer to leader Furnemont.
300 mètres, droite 131, vite tourne, de suite frein. 70 mètres, gauche 121, du raccord de tourne non.
On a fait un choix de pneus décalé pour essayer de reprendre un peu de temps.
We had another tyre choice, but it wasn't the best tyre choice. I thought it would be slippier, and then it had to attack really hard to get the times. We'll see what we can do now. Furthermore, still has 2.7 seconds in hand with his Skoda.
Cassi sur 70, glisse droite 90, rigole, très humide, Pex 80.
Pas beaucoup en tête, 3 secondes je crois.
They only have 3 seconds at hand, so he's gained a couple of seconds in the 3 stages. It can change very quickly. We had different tyre choice, but sometimes it was better for me than for him. So we will see. Okay, for the moment it works, and we will see and focus in the next loop this afternoon, and try. We have to focus very hard.
Sturdy and still when I plant my feet. Got it out the mud, now it's racks in my sleep. Look to God, He supplies my needs. Endless faith is what brought me next level prosperity. Silent power moves is what I'm giving. They love to hate the world they can't live in. Always present for the high roads. Go swim within the deep lows.
And these are the positions of the first 5 stages of 18. Furthermore leading from Lefevre, then Griazin, but only 4 seconds between them. Then Charin, Bush, Potty and Verstappen in 8th. Then we continue with the afternoon loop of the opening day. More and more spectators along the way. Not a good afternoon for Gilles Pic, who goes off the road very slowly. The car is barely damaged, but he can't continue. And Pierre-Emmanuel Brasseur is still leading the Clear Trophy Belgium. He now has 20 seconds in hand over Catalan. Tom Ransonnet then is leading the junior category over Brasseur. Pierre Maillard still leading the historic category and now has over 3 minutes in hand. Romain Delay can't manage to make up the lost time of the opening loop. Quinton Mullins is still in second, but he's over 2 minutes behind now. For Cedric Charin is still leading the GT category, emphatically even.
On ne s'attendait pas à être aussi proche de
We
la
didn't
tête.
think to be that close to the overall leaders. I think we're 42 seconds behind after some 10 stages, so we had a good preparation of the rally, and I love this rally because it's my home event really. I've always been good here, and I really love the Porsche, and we have a lot of pleasure. It's the end of the first part. See you after the break. Back at the Condroz Rallye 2022, the penultimate event of the Kroon Belgian Rally Championship. He's at Thibaut Mazin at the end of the first day. He's in 13th with his Fabia R5. Good rally as well for Charles Munster, good debut. He's in 12th, just dropping some spots at the end of the day. Bastien Roy makes up the top 10 in his Evo version of the Fabia Rally 2. Emeric Rari is in 9th with Fabia R5 as well. Verstappen still making progress in what still is his first season in rallying.
Open long into 6 right, don't cut over crest, 120, 6 left, tightens 5 long, east, stop, sleepy, 50, 2 right minus long, don't cut.
Verstappen in 8th, only a handful of seconds behind Maxime Potty in 7th.
Globalement, ça s'est bien déroulé sur les 2 dernières spéciales.
It was the last 2 stages was pretty well. I think we had the worst, we found the issue and we tried to solve it and do better tomorrow. Xavier Bush just 7/10 ahead of Potty at the end of the first day.
Très belle journée, on n'a pas fait d'erreur.
It was a very nice day, we didn't make any mistakes.
Le rallye pour moi il
So,
redémarre demain parce qu'aujourd'hui
The rally
j'ai
starts
vraiment
again
appris la
tomorrow.
voiture correctement.
I really
Et si je pouvais reprendre
got
le
to
départ
grips
du
with the
rallye
car
comme
today,
ce matin,
so if I can
avec
do a good
l'expérience
start
sur la
tomorrow
voiture, je pense que je pourrais
with
aller
the experience I have with the car, I think I could get a bit closer. Gino Buch still in 5th, trying to edge closer to the top 4. There's some 10 seconds between him and Cedric Charin in 4th in the Porsche.
Bah, une bonne journée dans l'ensemble.
It was a good opening day, I think. The three ahead are another world, another planet. So it's my first Condroz here, so I can't be dissatisfied being fifth tonight. There's some details I can improve, but sometimes you can't fight for the podium. Adrian Furnival is fighting for the podium though, but he dropped 2 positions from first to third.
260, cuvette droite vert à fond.
Je me sens bien dans la voiture, ça me convient comme ça.
I'm feeling good in the car, I'm really feeling good, so I don't know where the difference comes from. I will try to understand and try to adjust for tomorrow. I hope it will rain, because in the slippery bits I was pretty good this morning. Stéphane Lefebvre briefly took the lead of the event, but finished today in second.
Et 160 mètres ciel en droite 130 court tourne-corde. Et 150 mètres frein pour...
Ouais, c'est une bonne bagarre, franchement c'est...
It was a good fight at the front. It's really intense because Nikolai is a good fight. Adrian fought hard as well. Okay, we got a bit of a gap now towards Adrian. It was a 3-way fight this morning. Now it's a 2-way fight. It's very nice. So it's Nikolai Grierzin now leading in his first Condroz rally, but he only has 2.7 seconds in hand over Stéphane Lefebvre.
Just need to continue for tomorrow. It will be more difficult for us because, again, for us it's everything new stages. We need just to get the pace and try to win, I hope.
So the cars get ready for the second and final day of the 2022 Condroz Rally. Drivers trying to improve for the second day. These are the standings after day one. Grierzin leading from Lefebvre, then Furnival, then Sharan, Bucks, Bush, Potty and Verstappen complete. Top 8. 8 more stages then on the second and final day of the 48th edition of the Condroz Rally. Plenty of spectators again. Brasser still leading the clear trophy. Pretty emphatically even now. 30 seconds over Catalan. Ransonnet is still leading the junior category, but has to give some points to Gilles Pic, who had a second start on Sunday morning. Pieter Jan Meijert still leading very much the historic category. And here's Nicolas Stampart with his Ford Fiesta, learning to get the grips with the difficult conditions. He's an 18th overall for the moment. Some very fast portions here. Stampart is only 2 positions behind Thibaut Mazin. And there's a Fabia R5. Jean Watric has a better start to the day than on day one, and he's now in 14th. Charles Munster back into the top 10 after a good first half of the final day. Bastien Roy up to 9th. Only 23 seconds ahead of Munster. That could be a good fight for the second half.
One left, big cut to asphalt. Early stop, we are on gravel. One left, big cut to asphalt.
Verstappen listening very carefully to Renaud Jamoul, still in 8th. He's only 11 seconds behind Maxime Potty though.
On a eu une crevaison à un moment donné.
We had a puncture, and I thought it was a middle speed. I thought it was just a bit too fast, but it was the tire, and we felt it was a puncture. This was the moment when everything went wrong for Stéphane Lefebvre.
La longie. Hein? La boîte. Oh putain, 300 mètres c'est à fond.
Après le jump, la voiture s'est mise à vibrer un peu.
After the jumper, the car started to vibrate. I thought maybe it was the engine in a small hit, but then I felt it was a transmission. I had the same issue last year in Spa, and I thought it was over, and it was. He tried to come back easily because he didn't want to damage the car much more. That means that everybody gains a spot. Xavier Bush is up to 5th now. He will have to fight hard to gain another position though, because he has a minute and a half behind Gino Bux in 4th.
On est plus proche de la tête, donc
we're a bit closer to the leaders now, which is good. These stages I really like.
Partie de journée.
So a good first half of the final day. Good first half for Cedric Chorin as well, who's now in 3rd overall. That jump caused some issues, as you can see, not in the least for Adrian Furnemont.
On a pris un cassier à fond, la voiture un peu trop basse.
We went flat out and the car was a bit too low, and we slid down the nose for a couple of meters. I thought it was over, but we could continue. And, I saw Stefan having a mechanical issue, so we're 2nd overall now. 2nd behind Nicolas Griazin. He now has 34 seconds in hand over Furnemont with 4 stages to go. There is that classification. Griazin from Furnemont. That's Chorin 3rd now from Bux and Bush. Lefebvre in 6th, Botti in 7th, and Verstappen in 8th, but Lefebvre would disappear and retire. Final loop of 4 stages then in the Condroz Rally. A very nice win for Brasseur in the Clio Trophy, and a good win for Tom Ransonnet in the junior category as well. That championship will be decided during the final round of the Kroon BRC, the Spa Rally. Pity on Maillard, there was nothing stopping him in the historic category with his lovely sounding BMW. And then it started to rain, and that was not good for Adrian Furnemont, who made the wrong tyre choice and lost his 2nd position to Cedric Chorin in the final stage, who beat Furnemont by some 13 seconds.
Wow! Wow! Je pouvais pas faire plus, honnêtement. C'était vraiment.
I don't think I could have done better here. It was very treacherous. It was very. What a result! With 2 stages in the rain, we really almost went off. It's incredible. It's. I would have never even dreamed about this. Cedric Chorin very emotional there with the 2nd position, but the win went to Nicolas Griazin, who had some difficult final stages as well, but he took the win nevertheless.
Not easy for sure, especially when we drove together with Stefan. It was not easy, and I'm really sorry he retired, but especially when you need to finish these last 2 stages, it's also difficult because you're really not enjoying, you just drive a little bit safe.
So this is the final result of the Condroz Rally. Griazin wins it from Chorin, Furnemont, then Bux, Botti. Bush went off, which means 6 is for Verstappen, followed by Rouart and Charles Munster in 8th. These are the standings with 1 round to go. Lefebvre is the new champion in the Kroon BRC 2022. Once the leaders had finished the rally, the news of a fatal accident on the penultimate special stage came, and it overshadowed the sporting side of the Condroz Rally, of course. The promoter of the BRC wishes to express his deepest condolences to the families and relatives affected.